Today's episode is about the iconic U-Haul success story, where two brothers turned adversity into triumph while navigating tricky family dynamics. Stick around as we dive into the intriguing tale of how U-Haul became a household name. Welcome to Money.tv, a channel dedicated to entrepreneurs who risked it all to create today's most iconic brands. Let's get started. In 1945, Leonard Samuel Schoen, known as LS, and his college sweetheart, Anna Mary, returned from World War II with a dream. They needed a trailer for their move, but there were none available. LS, with his wife, devised a plan to start a business where people could rent trailers and leave them at their destination. Initially buying used trailers, LS found them troublesome, so he taught himself to weld and began building trailers. To expand U-Haul, he approached gas station owners, convincing them to rent out trailers from their locations for a commission. The first trailers were rented for just $2 a day. The business grew, adding more locations and a fleet of trailers and trucks. Everything seemed positive, but tragedy struck on May 4, 1957. Anna Mary, at 35, had a heart attack and passed away, leaving LS with their 6 young children. Just the day before, LS had marveled at their success, and her sudden death left him feeling it was retribution for their prosperity. The thought lingered, but LS later recognized that their success was a joint effort. The partnership between LS and Anna Mary had been equal. Despite the challenges, U-Haul continued to thrive. The story reflects how LS, through adversity and loss, persevered in building a successful business with a humble start and a vision that endured beyond personal tragedy. After Anna Mary's death, her 50% stake in the company went to their children. LS, having spent much time on the road, didn't know how to care for the kids. A year later, he married a 23-year-old woman and put her in charge of the children. LS fathered 5 more children with her, divorced her 19 years later, married 3 more times, and had 2 more children. Amidst all this, he kept the business running. However, a crisis emerged when LS's own children became a challenge. Over the years, LS had gifted generous percentages of his company stock to them, leaving him with only a 2% stake. By the 1980s, a friend warned him about managing greed, and it proved prophetic. His oldest children, Sam, Mike, Joe, and Mark, began vying for top positions in the company, each with different opinions on its direction. Sam and Mike supported LS's decisions, but Joe and Mark disagreed. Board meetings turned chaotic, with reports of physical fights and even charges filed. The conflict intensified when LS diversified the business beyond its original plan, offering dance floors, punch bowls, motor homes, and more. Unfortunately, this move confused and alienated loyal customers, causing a significant drop in profits from $42 million in 1985 to $9.2 million in 1986. The drastic change left the business $600 million in debt and led to job losses within the company. LS's attempt to expand U-Haul had unintended consequences, demonstrating the challenges of managing a family business and the impact of differing visions on its success. In 1986, Joe and Mark, LS's sons, took a drastic step that changed the course of both the family and the business. They orchestrated a coup, ousting LS from the company. LS agreed to step down under the condition that Sam, another son, could remain as CEO. However, Joe made Sam's life difficult, leading him to resign a few weeks later. Despite the setback, LS and Sam were determined to reclaim U-Haul. In 1988, they devised a plan to regain control over Joe. Joe, upon learning of their intentions, labeled it a hostile takeover. In response, he cancelled LS's lifetime employment agreement, eliminating any retirement benefits. The family feud escalated into a legal battle for ownership of the company. In the midst of this turmoil, a tragic event unfolded on the night of August 6, 1990. Sam's wife, Eva, was murdered while Sam was away on business. Shot in the back with a silenced .25 caliber pistol, Eva's death shocked the family. Sam offered a $250,000 reward for information about the murder. Authorities believed the crime bore the marks of a professional. LS, devastated by the loss of his favorite daughter-in-law, publicly stated his suspicion that the tragedy was not accidental. He pointed the finger at his sons Joe and Mark, stating his belief that one or both of them were indirectly responsible for Eva's death. The family's internal strife had now taken a devastating turn, with personal and legal battles intertwined in a tragic and complex saga. In 1990, LS suspected his sons, Joe and Mark, of hiring a hitman to kill Sam. According to LS, the hitman mistakenly killed Sam's wife, Eva, When Sam was away, Joe and Mark vehemently denied the accusations, urging the public to come forward with information about Eva's death. Ellis's persistent accusations took a toll on the family and the business. Ellis, though not a perfect father, had personal struggles of his own. Joe and Mark couldn't let the public image of their family suffer, so they filed a libel suit against Ellis, acknowledging their strained relationship. The family conflict spilled into the courtroom as Ellis and Sam sought to regain control of the company. However, the situation took a bizarre turn. The lawyer representing Sam in the trial faced intense harassment. The lawyer's wife became a target, experiencing death threats, notes attached to rocks thrown through windows, poisoned meat in the backyard to harm their dog, and eerie phone calls. The threats even explicitly mentioned her by name, warning that if her husband didn't stop representing Sam, she would meet a fate similar to Eva Schoen. The harassment escalated until a devastating incident occurred. The lawyer received a call at work informing him that his house had been burned down. Despite the severity of the situation, the person responsible was never identified. The legal battle over the company's ownership became entangled with a disturbing saga of threats, harassment, and tragic arson, casting a dark shadow over the already tumultuous family drama. U-Haul, under the control of Joe and Mark, denied any knowledge of the harassment against Sam's lawyer. They urged the public to share relevant information. Despite the intense pressure, Sam's lawyer persisted and continued representing him until they won the court case. The legal proceedings between the two sides continued for some time. Eventually, Joe and Mark were officially cleared of suspicion for Eva's murder when a man admitted to the crime in 1994. He claimed it was a botched burglary and received a 24-year prison sentence. However, as Mark had predicted, the animosity didn't end with their father. The details of the court proceedings were convoluted, but in the end, Joe remained in control of the company. Since their coup in 1986, Joe and Mark have successfully managed the business, which has a current net worth of $10.87 billion. Regrettably, Ellis faced ongoing personal challenges. On October 4, 1999, he took his own life. By that time, he had lost almost everything. His family wasn't speaking to him, and he lived in a small house outside Las Vegas. Ellis spent his days writing letters to his children, maintaining a low profile. The story behind U-Haul is tumultuous, marked by family conflicts, court battles, a staged coup, murder, harassment, and ultimately, the founder's suicide. Despite these challenges, the business continues to thrive today, demonstrating resilience with its current substantial net worth. The company introduced new services such as one-way rentals and storage solutions, revolutionizing the way people approached moving. Their commitment to customer satisfaction played a crucial role in building a positive reputation. Sometimes, success requires thinking outside the box. Now, let's shift our focus to the brighter side of this story. Fast forward to today, and U-Haul stands as a testament to the power of determination. Mark and Joe Schoen's legacy has left an indelible mark on the business world, showcasing that sometimes unconventional paths lead to extraordinary success. The U-Haul success story is a tale of two brothers who navigated challenges, made tough decisions, and ultimately built an empire. What can we learn from their journey? Success often comes with its fair share of controversies, but the ability to persevere and innovate sets true entrepreneurs apart. We really hope you enjoyed today's video. U-Haul. How did two brothers make U-Haul successful by scamming their father? Be sure to leave a like and comment below on what you loved about our video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss another great video. Until next time, we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Remember, no dream is too big.